Yo, what is up, my puffer people? It's like in your puffer pal back with another video, and I'm hyped because we are finally doing a new draft league. I've been in this kind of. Let me explain. APM, I was in season 1 in the fun league. Neither of them I really did good, but so yeah. Anyway, but we are back. This is a low-tier league. So it's like tier 3 and below, you know, kind of like thing. So, like, all the good mons you normally draft, not there. Like, I'm not gonna be drafting frickin', I don't know, frickin' any of these mons, Alakazam, Mega, Soul Stealer. No, none of those mons are allowed. Like, tier 1 are mons like Chandelier, Gigalith, Heracross, Hoopa. Those mons are tier 1. Salazzle, Slurpuff, Swallow, which I don't know if Swallow should be. Yeah, well, anyway. But that's besides the point. Big shout out, big shout out to my boy, Jed Swarley. Definitely check him out. He's awesome. He's great. He's great. Definitely check him out. Such a nice guy. He does have his channel, link in the description below. It is mostly in Spanish, but he does upload some English, so I would recommend checking him out. And if you do speak Spanish, great. That would be... Then you'll be able to watch all his videos. I can't watch all his videos, but the ones that he uploads in English are great. I love them. So definitely check him out. He created this league. He's been running it. He's awesome, so yeah. He's the reason I'm in this league. He let me be in it. He's awesome. Okay. Let us get started. After my first pick, y'all gonna already know what type of team I'm going with. Our first pick was Politoed. Okay, guys. I'm not a huge fan of weather. I'm gonna admit it. But, because this is a low-tier league, I figured this would be a good chance to at least try out weather. And Politoed was tier 1, but it was a good... It has drizzle, it's got water absorb, so I don't have to earn rain. And its stats are overall not bad. Its stats aren't great, but 90 HP is definitely decent. And then it's special bolt game bad, and then the special attacking great. But obviously the big thing is that drizzle. Drizzle, okay, so you're gonna see later on, a lot of my team... I kind of molded with that, knowing that I had the, Politoed. So, yeah. Not much more to say. It's really gonna be my rain setter, but it does get the good set of, you can run Whirlpool, which traps your opponent, and it also gets Perish Song. So that's really cool. Next. Our next pick was a mon that really benefits from the rain, Heliolisk. This was another tier 1, so I already used up 180 points, but I figured I was gonna get Tornadus, but that was taken, like, 3rd overall or something. Anyway. So this mon... You look at the stats and you're like, those aren't bad, but it's very frail, so it's not great. But that 109 special attack is actually pretty good. Plus, it gets access to dry skin, meaning in the rain, this mon will get healed by rain. So I can run Life Orb, take the damage, and then I just heal all that back if I'm in the rain. Plus, look at this move pool. It gets Surf, boosted by rain. Thunder becomes 100% accurate in rain. But like the move pool is actually really good. It gets Dark Pulse, Dragon Pulse, Focus Blast, Grass Knot, Rock Slide if I freaking wanted to run that, Signal Beam. Like it gets a decent amount of moves. And a little hidden tech that I really like is Glare. Glare is such a good move. Now you might look at it and you're like, okay, pal, it's a just paralyzes the target, but it's a 100% accurate paralyzation move, and it paralyzes electric types, which is really useful. It also gets Charge Beam, which is pretty cool. It also gets access to Volt Switch, and I love that. I was like, it also gets, okay. No, it also gets Volt Switch, access to Volt Switch and U-Turn. So it's a really good momentum on, it gives us a good speed tier, too, with 109, because there aren't that many fast mons. So my next pick, I forget what I picked next. Oh, one sec, guys, one sec. I gotta entertain you guys for a second. Yo, I'm Caden, and I am lit. I will eat you for dinner. Lol. I just devoured your soul. Okay, so my next pick was Ludicolo. Ludicolo. Okay, Ludicolo. This mon is, when you think low tier Rain Sweepers, this is the mon you think of. Its stats, again, don't wow you, but we're low tier, so nothing's going to. But with a 90 base special attack and access to Swift Swim, in the rain, it's going to outspeed any mon, really, in low tier. Like, even a lot of Scarfers. And its dual stab, Water and Grass, is really good. Plus, with Focus Blast, and it even gets Fake Out. But, like, with Focus Blast, Hydro Pump, and then you run, like, Giga Drain and Ice Beam, even, with Life Orb, dude. In the rain, almost no Pokemon wants to take a Hydro Pump from this mod. This mod is crazy. Like, I was playing OU, I was using this in OU, and I OHKO'd a Tapu Koko, which, I mean, Tapu Koko isn't, like, crazy good, or bulky, but still, my point is it OHKO'd it. Yeah, so that's just, this mon is like the Rain Sweeper. When you think Rain Sweepers, odds are you think this one. Next, okay, so I did get some inspiration from Dan, aka Drive, for this pack, Cavalier. Now you might be like, Cavalier, why would you go Cavalier? Because this mon's biggest problem is obviously that weakness to fire, 4 times weakness. Is it its only weakness? It's one of its only weaknesses. It either has 1 or 2 weaknesses. This is one of its only weaknesses. I know that for sure. And so we're getting rid of it. So we're not getting rid of it, but we're weakening one of its biggest weaknesses. And look at these stats. 20 base speed is terrible. But that's fine, because we're not running it to be quick. 70 base HP isn't amazing, but with base 105 and each defenses, it could take hits really well. And 135 base attack, it is going to hit hard. And the good thing about this is it gives me a Steel type, which is obviously, even though we're not OU, it's still, like, Steel types are still something you want to try to get. You know, because they're still useful. They're not, like, the best, but they're still, like, you still want to try to get Steel types if you can. And, like, the move pool on this thing ain't bad. Like, it's not great, but you do get Drillrun. You get access to Knock Off, Iron Head, Poison Jab, a few little stuff. Nothing too major. Toxic, nothing too major. The next pick. Now, you might be like, ooh, Articuno. Why do you pick this? I picked this because it was a tier 5 pick. In a low tier league, the fact that this mon is tier 5 is crazy. 95 special attack, 90 HP, 100 defense, 125 spread out. Those stats are good, dude. Those are good stats. The typing, of course, isn't great, but its stats are just so good, and it has a good move pool. Like, it's nothing crazy, but it gets U-turn too. And Tailwind, it's got good support moves, like Roar too. And then the big thing was Hurricane. I can use the rain to hit 100% accurate Hurricane, which is going to be really cool. Also, it takes away the fire type weakness on this one, which is really cool. Also, kind of a fire type weakness. I mean, you're weak to it. You're weak. But, like, it's not a big deal because I have Rain and Politoed. But anyway, that's enough. But after I picked this, I was like, okay, I'm happy that I got this, but I don't have really good way to get rid of rocks. And this mon obviously is 4 times 8 throw. So my next pick was Hitmonchan. I mean, if you've ever played PU, Hitmonchan kind of dominates PU, dude. I mean, its HP is pretty bad, right? But besides that, its stats are good. Like, the special attack nobody cares about. 105 attack, you're gonna hit hard. It gets access to priority and Mach Punch, Iron Fist to boost those attacks. You can run AV because it's got a good move pool, and its special defense is 110. It's a good special wall. Also, I have Articuno, so I have good. But yeah, the most important thing for me was the fact that I got actually 2 priorities with this, which I was lacking. And the biggest thing, obviously, is it gets rapid spin, which is super crucial for my, it was just super important to me. It was super important to me that I got at least a rapid spinner. My next pick is actually one I wasn't originally going to pick until I saw its move pool. Ambipom. Now let me explain. This one gets access to Technician, right? And it gets access to... Is it here? Water Pulse, which gets boosted by Technician to 90, and then gets boosted by Rain again. So this one's actually going to hit hard in the rain, and it gets access to Thunder, and you might be like, yeah, Caden, but it's got a freaking base 60 special attack, dude. You're not going to really be able to make that special attack stat work. I mean, it's nothing too good. And you know what I say to you? Nasty Plot. This mon gets access to Nasty Plot, meaning it is, although it's got a very bad special attack stat, with Life Orb and Technician, it could hit hard, and 100 attack, and obviously the speed tier of 115 speed. So, also, it gets Fake Out, which is Technician boosted. It gets, Power Punch, Technician, Pursuit, Technician boosted. It gets a bunch of cool moves that Tail Slap, which it does get skilling, so you could run Band and Tail Slap. So yeah, it has a nice move pool, and the biggest thing with Technician is he basically has every hidden power a stab, basically, because it gets boosted by 1.5 times, which is really awesome. So that's really a really good mon, and the speed tier, he's not the fastest mon, but he's one of the faster mons you could get. Now I'm looking at it, and I'm like, okay, I have 2 normal types, and then my bug and flying type have a second typing that makes them neutral to fighting. I don't really have a good fighting type switch in. In comes this boy, Cofagrigus. Look at this! 145 base defense. This is pretty good. I can just run that, then like that. I can run that, get you like... So you're like 400. And then you just put the rest in Spadef and you take it. Yeah, but the main reason I picked this is because it gives me an awesome way to deal with pesky fighting type and a good physical wall, because I had a good amount of decent special walls. I don't really have a good physical wall. It's only got base 95 special attack, which isn't like crazy good, but it does get access to Calm Mind, and because of how bulky it is, it's actually usable. Obviously, the biggest problem with it is, what's it called? It doesn't get a reliable recovery. But, I mean, Pain Split I could use, and it gets a decent move pool with, like, Psychic, Grass Knot, Dark Pulse. Nothing too good, but decent. And Destiny Bond, which, I mean, I could run, like, Custap Berry, I guess. I don't know. Disable's cool. Haze is another cool thing that I really like. And it gets Will-O-Wisp plus Hex, which is always a good pairing. Also, I could, I guess, bust out the Heat Zen Head, but yo, after you. Dude, that could be heat. Dude, that could be some fuego. Oh my god, I'm definitely running after you. It gets cursed, which could be interesting. I mean, technically, because it's a ghost type. Okay, question of the day. We don't do question of the days, but question of the day. Have you ever run curse on a ghost type for competitive? Because, I mean, it could be interesting, but I feel like it just... Nobody does that, you know what I'm saying? Like... I don't know. It just, not many people do. Now, I was looking at it, I'm like, okay... I mean, I have rain, so I don't want people to use electric against me. And I have an electric resist, and I don't have that many electric weak Pokemon, but I could use an electric immunity. So I picked up, I think it was Tier 5, yeah, Tier 5 Sandslinger. Now, this mon is actually not bad for a Tier 5. I mean, it's got a pretty good base 110 defense, making it a good physical wall. And 100 attack, while not being amazing, I mean, is definitely nothing to laugh at. Wait a second. Oh, because that was... It's definitely nothing to laugh at. I mean, it's a good attack stat, and this mon gives me another rapid spinner. It gives me a stealth rocker, which before this, I mean... Don't know if you noticed. I really didn't have, but yeah. It gives me a stealth rocker, and of course, you cannot forget. It gets access to Fissure, which I'm pretty sure is banned, but you never know. Anyway, no, but for real, it does have a decent move pool with X-Scissor, Stone Edge, Shadow Claw, Poison Jab, Night Slash knockoff, like, it's got good moves. It even gives access to some, setup potential, so we could potentially run, like, Curse on this thing, or, I think I saw Home Clubs or SD. We could potentially sweep with this thing. I mean, it's not fast, but, like, you never know. If I run webs, just kidding, I don't have webs. Imagine I had webs. Dude, I wish. But yeah, this mon I think it's actually pretty good for a Tier 5 mon. I mean, I realized after the draft, how, like, my team's actually just a bunch of weather mons. Like, you get access to both, rain, but you also have a sun ability, you have a hail ability, and you have a sand ability. So they all have, ability, which is pretty funny. And then my final pick of the draft. So I'm looking at it, and I am like, I like it. I mean, I could use another fighting, because fighting types are still annoying. I'm like, what else? I mean, nothing really stood out. I was like, I don't have a psychic type, I don't have a fairy type. Maybe I could pick up one of those, and then I'm like, or maybe I could just pick up both. Dude, I can't believe I picked this one. It's Mr. Mime. It gets... Bro! What are these abilities? When did Mr. Mime become so broken? When did Mr. Mime become so broken? These are good abilities. Soundproof is a good ability. Filter is a great ability. And Technician is a really good ability for him. Dude, when did Mr. Mime become a good mon? Like, I mean, his stats aren't great, but 90 speed. Honestly, like, what's his base 460? If they give it a 40 buff, which I would never do, get up to 500, give it like 20 in HP, 10 in special attack, 10 in speed, this mon would be a monster. Like, look at this. 100 special attack is respectable. 120 spadef is really good. And 90, we're in low tier, so 90 base speed ain't bad. And these abilities, I can't get over how good its abilities are. Oh, I didn't know it got such good abilities. It's crazy, man. I'm actually shocked. Like, really. Like, my mind is blown. Those are some good abilities. Anyway, Z users, we got to pick 2 Z users. There were no restrictions, just any 2, sorry, one sec. No restrictions, we just got to pick any Z user we desired. So I picked 2 Z. I picked Ambivomb, which gets it's a good Z user. Fly EMZ, Fight EMZ, Fire EMZ, Dark EMZ, Fight EMZ, Poison EMZ, Grass EMZ, Ice EMZ. You know, it just gets so many awesome different moves. I mean, it's great. And then I couldn't really decide, so I just went Heliolisk. I figured maybe I could catch someone off guard with, like, a Darkinium Z, or even, like, a Dragonium Z. Like, I know someone, has, where is it? One sec, let me find it. Sorry. Yeah, here it is. My boy Hunch has Tyrantrum. Like, I could catch him off guard with a Dragonium Z, or, sorry, just... among one other. I thought it got drafted. Oh yeah, there it is. Druddigon also, and Dragalge. Like, I could catch off a few people off guard with that. So, you know, that could be cool. That's my team. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm definitely very excited for this season. I really hope you guys will enjoy it. And please check out Jed Swarley. He is just a god. Also, I know Galita74 is in this league. He's also uploading it, I believe. So check him out too. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And this league's gonna be really hype, guys. I'm really excited. And until next time, my puffer people, stay